Mrparka here, and I'm here to review a movie I just got a couple days ago, and I just got around to watching it. It's Brian Paulin, a huge cult guy. He did Fetus and, of course, Bone Sickness. And I'm going to be honest, I wasn't the biggest fan of Bone Sickness, but I really love Fetus. I thought Fetus was excellent, disturbing, awesome plot, some really creative ideas, and really disgusting and disturbing. Everything you would want in that kind of movie. So when I heard he's making another one and it came out and he's selling it on eBay right now, Morbid Vision Films, it's Blood Pigs. I hopped all over the chance. Somebody told me it was out on eBay. I was like, boom, bought right away. $16 shipped. Got to support independent cinema, and I love Fetus. And Bone Sickness had a lot of potential, so I wanted to check this one out. And when I put this in, it was really hard to get through at first. Because, not because the film itself, but it was really shaky, and I didn't know if the DVD was encoded or interlaced or something like that improperly, or what was it was the camera. But after a while I got used to it. It was really hard to get through at first, I'm going to be honest. I don't know what it was, but it was kind of shaky. I don't know what was going on with that. But anyways, it seems like the whole movie is shot in a park, maybe, but it takes place post-apocalyptic, so there's no people around. And basically the plot is very strange, very bizarre, one-of-a-kind plot. I thought it was pretty, actually creative after a while. At first I was like, yeah, you got this, and then it started unfolding and getting really weird and creepy. Basically, people, there's no food around, and you got a couple, the main guy, he's on his way looking for food, and basically what these people start doing is there's two zombies around, and the zombies are kind of hiding, and the people are killing the zombies and taking flesh off of them, cooking them, and eating it. So people are eating zombies, which is completely insane. And the thing about this is zombies attack other zombies as well. It's every man, woman, creature for themselves in this world. And of course some of the humans bond together, and our hero meets another person, and they kind of have like they're together for a while, hiding out in a hole. And at one point the guy decides to read something after there's a big earthquake or a shake. He reads a note that he wrote in his diary, and it talks about this giant scream he heard and this shaking ground. And it's really creepy because later on he finds a note of one of his friends who's disappeared, and the note is very eerily similar to his, and that's when it starts getting really creepy, to be honest. I was like, wow, that's pretty strange. And you know, just imagine you're stranded in this creepy place with nothing else, and you just know you finally managed to survive the zombie outbreak, the starvation, and then there's something else coming after you. And you have no clue what it is. You just know it's big and just fucking angry. And as the movie progresses, you see our main character's backstory, and you see that he ran a home, like a safety house kind of with his brother, and his brother really didn't like the idea. His brother's also a character he fights earlier on. You don't find out it's his brother till later. I shouldn't have said that, but... And anyways, what happens is, the backstory unfolds is what happened is the sickness, and it spread, and these people start mutating. I don't know whether it's because they're just sick in the first place or getting sick, or it's because they're eating the zombie flesh. The zombies start mutating as well. They start getting tentacles and all sorts of weird shit. Very Japanese-like. And what happens is the people start mutating in sick levels. I'm going to tell you that that safety house was probably the most unsafe house ever. There was evil people in there and all sorts of crazy shit. And when they start mutating, it takes it a whole new level, man. These things are wild and wicked, and tentacles coming out of their mouth. There's a pregnant lady who gets sick, and spoiler here, she eats her own fetus, it looks like. It's like, and oh man. But there's a truly great special effects scene where the monsters attack each other, of course, and Brian Paulin's this one monster, and he's running down, and he tackles this girl monster, rips off her pants, and you're like, okay, and then you're like, oh, he's gonna rape her, I don't know what the hell's going on, rips off her ass cheeks, grabs her spinal cord, I bumped something, sorry, grabs her spinal cord and starts drinking her spinal fluid. Insane. That was a great special effect. Some of the special effects I love. Some are like Bone Sickness, kind of the blood spurting and everything like that. That's alright, it's splatter, but I really like the special effects like that, or the tentacles coming out of the mouth look awesome. But come to find out, it gets really weird when these, he left a pile of dead bodies behind the house, and they start shaking, and I don't want to necessarily ruin what happens, but you do find out what those big things are, and they're insane. Completely and utterly insane. And that's all I'm going to say. There's a lot of good and a lot of bad with this one. Most of the bad comes just from the shakiness, and that's the only real complaint I have for the movie. The sound's a little hard to hear. There's a lot of howling wind and stuff like that. But I guess that's for the desolate kind of apocalyptic feel. But this is really, it says Brian Paulin directs a gore film, and that's what it is. The special effects are really cool. I'll show some scenes in there just so you guys can get the idea what you're going to watch. I mean, if you guys like Fetus or Bone Sickness, if you like both of those films, check it out highly. If you like one or the other, if you like Bone Sickness, I think this one leads a little more Bone Sickness. I think Fetus is his masterpiece. I think this is in the middle, and I think Bone Sickness is here. Really love Fetus. Really, I actually enjoyed this one. I actually thought there were some genuine scares in here that weren't just stupid scares that they do with pop scares. It was actually genuine fear for a second. And the special effects are awesome. And the idea is very creepy and Japanese-like. I mean, like the centipede and the fetus, or the earwig, or whatever the hell it was a lot like a Japanese movie. And there's a lot of Japanese influence in this. And also Europe influence, obviously, for the gore effects, I think. The zombies, at least, are also fulci-like and stuff like that. But I'd recommend this for Gorehounds. I actually am going to say I liked it. I found myself liking it late at night watching it, and just having a really weird feel to it. Kind of one of a kind here. That's Blood Pigs. That's Brian Paulin's new film. Check it out if it sounds like it's up your alley. If you like gore, then it's for you. See ya. Goodbye.
Last night I heard something I haven't heard before. It sounded like big heavy footsteps. Something very tall scraping against the building. Tonight I heard the sound again. There's something walking around the outside of the building. It sounds like something very large, not like those dead things we have that have been around. Even though I'm in a wheelchair, I managed to hang some chains using broom handles and large pieces of wood. What the hell is this all about? I heard the noises again outside the building. I'm getting scared of what it might be. What if it gets inside?